So you got a bad lead. They didn't answer the phone. They ghosted your texts. They said they were just browsing. If I had $1 for every agent who told me the leads were bad, I'd buy all your leads, resell them, and retire. Because the bottom line is the leads aren't bad. Your follow up is. Before you toss another lead in the trash and start blaming the algorithm, hit subscribe. Because I don't believe in bad leads, just bad habits, bad follow up, and bad advice. And I'm about to share it all. You ever hear an agent say, "Oh, yeah, those leads were garbage"? And then you check their follow up, and it's one auto text from 4 years ago and a prayer emoji? Welcome to the real estate Hunger Games, where everyone blames the leads and no one checks their process. Hey, I'm Sunit Agarwal. I run one of the top performing real estate teams in the country. We've closed more deals off of so called bad leads than most teams close off their best ones. And it's not because we get some magical leads, it's because we know how to work them. Follow up, build rapport, and ask the right questions. I've seen agents spend $3,000 a month on leads, then ghost the leads for being too cold. And if you stick around till the end, I'll break down the 6 biggest mistakes agents make with so called bad leads and how to flip each one into an actual closing opportunity. I'm going to make you realize that most leads aren't bad, your system is, and how to fix it before your pipeline flatlines. Have you ever tagged a lead as dead, then saw their name pop up on someone else listing it? Brutal. Comment guilty if you've ever given up too early and watched another agent cash that commission check. Most agents aren't failing because they're bad at real estate. They're failing because no one ever taught them what to actually do with the lead after it comes in. They get a new contact and suddenly forget they're in sales. No script, no system. Then they sit around saying those leads suck. No, what really sucks is treating $1,000 Zillow lead like it owes you loyalty after one single voicemail. Let me be upfront. The issue isn't bad leads, it's lazy follow up, no pipeline accountability, and hoping someone's just going to say, "I'm ready to buy now" on that very first call. Each time you give up on a lead too soon, you're not just losing one deal, you're nuking your future pipeline. Your momentum's gone, confidence is gone, and the team morale, don't even ask. Let me walk you through some of my best advice. Lead conversion truth number 1. If they don't respond right away, they're not serious. This one gets agents in trouble daily. They call once, maybe shoot a text, no reply, and boom, the lead's dead. Not motivated, bad quality, probably just looking. And just like that, they've given up on a lead who might have closed in 6 weeks. Here's the deal: most leads don't respond right away, not because they're not serious, but because you're not serious to them yet. A lead ignoring your first message doesn't mean they're cold. It just means you haven't built any trust, relevance, or reason to reply. So stop treating silence like rejection. Some of your best closings will come from leads that made you work for it. Speed matters, sure, but consistency, that's what gets you paid. Don't give up after one try. Follow up like a pro. Lead conversion truth number 2. If they say they're just looking, they're not serious. Oh, the dreaded words, just looking. And suddenly the agent's like, "Welp, that's a tire kicker." No script, no discovery, no follow up plan. Just a silent hope that the next lead shows up with a pre approval letter and a 4-bed wish list already typed out. Every consumer starts by just looking. Who else said that? The last 5 people who bought houses this month. Just looking isn't a brush off, it's a signal. They're telling you where they are in the process. Your job is to meet them there and move them forward. If your only move is to wait until they're ready, you're not a realtor, you're a receptionist. Lead conversion truth number 3. If they don't have a lender yet, they're not worth your time. Ah, yes, the moment an agent hears, "We haven't talked to a lender yet," you'd think the lead just said, "We're just killing time until we buy with someone else." The agent goes into shutdown mode, stops asking questions, writes "not serious" on the notes, and ghosts the lead harder than the lead ever ghosted them. Not having a lender isn't a disqualifier. It's not even uncommon. It's a doorway. Because guess who they're going to trust? The agent who actually walks them through what happens next, or the one who bailed at step 1. Stop treating no lender like a closed door. Start treating it like an opening because that's your chance to build a relationship. And let's be honest, if your only script is call me when you're pre approved, you're not in sales. You're in snooze mode. Your lender partner should be your best friend because every lead you pass to them should come back with clarity, urgency, and trust. You see, that's how you win. Ever called a lead once and immediately decided they weren't serious? Then sat there thinking, cool, that was a waste of a couple $100. But you hang on to the lead subscription anyways because it's auto renewing and deleting leads feels like giving up. So go ahead and tap like if you ever blame the lead when deep down you knew the follow up was garbage. Lead conversion truth number 4. If they didn't answer the first time, don't bother again. Now, this one's wild. An agent calls once, no answer. And their big follow up plan? Nothing. They log it, hopefully, and move on. Maybe if they're feeling ambitious, they'll send a just checking in text next Tuesday. That is not a follow up strategy. That is a wish. Most leads won't answer the first time, or the second time, or maybe even the fifth. Not because they're not interested, but because life is busy, spam is real, and they don't know who you are yet. You're not getting ignored because they hate you. You're getting ignored because you didn't stick around long enough to matter. People aren't waiting around hoping a realtor calls them. You want their attention? You got to earn it. Set reminders, use different touch points. Call, text, video text, email. Show up like you're in business, not like you're hoping for a lucky break. You don't need 42 new apps. You don't need a better CRM. You need a system, one that works even when the lead ghosts you, even when they say just browsing, even when your team's winging it. That's exactly why I built the 4 Pillars to Working Leads playbook. It breaks down the real workflow top agents use to turn bad leads into money, step by step. It's the same process we use inside my team to go from new lead to closed deal. If you want it, grab it, it's free. Use it, steal from it, print it out and tape to your face if you need to. Lead conversion truth number 5. The good leads go to someone else. You've heard this one. You've probably said this one too. The good leads, they must be going to someone else. Nah, they came to you. You just didn't work them. Here's what most agents don't want to admit. They don't want to earn trust. They just want to be trusted. They want a buyer who says, I'm ready to buy now, instead of one who says, I need help understanding the process. They want low-hanging fruit, not roots. It's not that someone else got the good leads. It's that someone else did the hard, unglamorous, consistent follow-up you didn't want to. And guess what? Most of those agents didn't start with a stronger lead. They just stuck around longer. Stop romanticizing the idea of good leads. The best leads are the ones who feel seen, followed up with, and understood. There's no one magical source. There's no perfect pipeline. Only agents who consistently outwork the quitters. Every time you say the good ones must have gone somewhere else, what you're really saying is someone else followed through better than I did. And yeah, that stings, but it's fixable. You're not losing because you don't have good leads. You're losing because you don't create good follow-up. Lead conversion truth number 6. If they wanted to work with me, they'd reach out. Let me translate that for you real quick. If someone was serious, they'd chase me down. They'd call, they'd book the appointment, they'd beg me to help. That's not a lead strategy. That's a fantasy. Look, this isn't 2003. Nobody's flipping through the yellow pages looking for a realtor to fall in love with. Leads are overwhelmed. They're getting hit from every direction. Emails, ads, agents, Google, billboards, even TikTok. You think you're the only one who reached out? Now, they don't owe you anything because you called first. You don't earn their business by showing up once and hoping they circle back. And if your whole game plan is I'll wait until they're ready, congrats. You've positioned yourself as the last person they'll remember when they finally are. You're not a vending machine, you're a professional. Professionals don't wait to be chosen, they lead. If you want to convert more leads, stop standing in the corner hoping someone notices you. Pick up the phone, send the email, ask the question, and do it again and again. Not because you're desperate, but because you're the one who actually shows up. So if you've been sitting there thinking, maybe I just need better leads, take a step back. You don't need better leads. You need a better approach. Because the agents who win in this game, they're not waiting for unicorn clients to fall into their lap. They're building systems. They're showing up when everyone else quits. They're doing the boring, unsexy follow up again and again until it finally pays off. This business doesn't reward the flashiest funnel, it rewards the most consistent professional. Anyone can chase hot leads, but real closers, they create their own heat. And while everyone else is crying about low quality, you'll be the one opening escrows. So, to summarize why most agents struggle with leads, here we go. No system. They're winging it, chasing whatever shiny script they saw in a Facebook group last week. No consistency. They follow up once, maybe twice, then ghost their own pipeline. No prioritization. They treat every lead the same, hot, cold, whatever. No filters, just chaos. No urgency. They call when they get around to it, then wonder why they're not opening up any new escrows. No skill sharpening. They blame the leads instead of learning how to work them better. No ownership. It's always the CRM's fault, or the ad, or the market, or the lead, never the mirror. If you saw yourself in any of these, I know I did, even just a little, you're not broken. You've just been handed the wrong playbook, and it's time for a new one. Working leads shouldn't feel like detective work, but that's what it becomes when no one ever taught you a real system. You're out here trying to qualify strangers, overcome objections, follow up without being annoying, and still show up for your team, your clients, and your family. And yet, half the advice online is just be consistent. Cool. Consistent with what? That's why I wrote the book Team Leader Secrets. Inside, I walk you through the exact systems I use to turn cold leads into real closings and overwhelmed agents into confident producers. You won't find scripts that sound like hostage negotiations, just what works in today's market with today's buyers and sellers. The waitlist is open, link is in the description. So if you're trying to actually build a system that brings in closings, then hit subscribe, smash that little bell icon, and keep watching. Because next week, I'm dropping the video every agent needs, but most are too embarrassed to admit. How to convert ghosted real estate leads into clients. Yes, there's a way to bring them back without sounding desperate or sending silly memes at 11 p.m.